Hello everyone and welcome, and this is the pack opening. So first of all we're going to go over the strategy, how we're going to open the packs, and of course we've got to buy the packs as well. So first of all we are unlocking we saved our weekly quests to till after the expansion started, so now we've got a lot of XP on the rewards track. We've actually got 30 was it? We've got 2 free tavern passes or tickets or whatever, which you would have seen at the beginning of our previous Tavern Brawl video. So we've got that as well. We're not going to actually bother playing we usually use up our tickets before we actually do the pack opening. We just do a slightly smaller pack opening this time, but we've got an extra twist to it. So let's get any gold or free packs. What's this? End of your turn. Ooh, give a random minion in your hand 2/2. Nice. That fits in very nicely with my new totem deck, which I might showcase, which I'm sure other people are playing it because it's quite obviously a good deck. Okay, that's a warrior card. Discover spell. What is this? I can't tell which class this is. It's a bit annoying. Is that a mage card? Alright. Another pack. Give any other minion +1/1 and this death rattle. That's a very tricky card there. That works much better with the Murloc. There you go. I was going to say Murloc decks or like Swarm decks or Zoo decks. So when it dies, it's more likely to give your minion the death rattle. After this attacks, gain one attack and attack a random enemy. So this gets to attack twice, one with 3 attack, one with 4 attack. Interesting. And the next turn it will have 5. Interesting. Interesting design, like that card is. I'm not sure if we get into any decks. Maybe a big shaman deck, possibly. No, it's just gonna die, isn't it? Yeah, not much fun. Ooh, a card back? How rude. We still have a good reward track there. 50, another classic pack, a standard pack, I should say. And we've got, oh my goodness, I think that's a very good one. Climatic Necrotic Explosion. That is the big, oh wow, that's a big Death Knight. What's it called? Legendary. Very, very nice. Okay, that's putting that in the timestamp. Right, let's pause the video. Okay, very nice. Wow. Deal 5 damage. That could go face. Summon 2 1/1 souls. Randomly improved by corpses you've spent. So does that mean the 5 damage gets improved as well? I don't know. If it stays 5 damage, it's kind of lackluster. But I assume that the 5 damage is going to increase for every corpse we spend. No, that doesn't make sense. I mean, if I spend 20 corpses and this does 25 damage? Wow, alright. It's sort of like a Sardanasrius sort of thing, isn't it? Wow. There's 2 1/1 souls, maybe that's what gets improved. Oh, we'll see how it works. Let's keep going. I'm pretty happy with that one, I think. 50. Summon a 0/3 instrument case for your opponent. Break it for a random weapon. Okay. Sounds interesting card. Could go quite well with a new rogue card, which gives you a weapon to attack. If you get one with a lot of charges, It gets a lot of value. Oh, that's nice. We're stopping by the tavern tickets, so we can actually spend our 2 tavern tickets first, and then we'll automatically get the 3rd. Okay. And this is finale, force all enemy minions to attack this. That's not bad for a turn 3 play. I could clear a wide board with lots of tokens. But yeah, you're going to have the right sort of board for that. That is a taunt, I assume. Yeah, it's a defensive card. Right, good. Okay, so that is, wow, we've got 2,800 gold. We'll look at the achievements later, that's fine. Okay, so now our pack opening strategy. So the way we're going to open these packs, well actually better buy the packs first actually. We've got 3 tavern tickets, so we're just going to buy as many packs as we can. We're going to max out the packs. So let's have a look. Yeah, we're just seeing that we got the, oh my goodness, what's going so bad this. Right, the mixed screen Jara bundle we got. So we got this. You would have seen in one of the other videos. Right, Festival of Legends. You can actually get gold packs now with gold. 400 gold. So everything's going to be worth 4 times as much. Is that worth it? I mean, if you want to get dust, it's probably better to buy gold packs. But if you want to get as many cards as you can, to start off, you want to be getting the regular packs, I think. Okay. Because gold packs, they sell for the actual cost price of the card. So a regular card will sell for like 10 gold, a golden version will sell for 50, something like that. So it's probably worth, actually the gold packs of 400 is actually quite good value. But anyway, we're not interested in that now. We want to buy 28 packs. Here we go. Is the volume okay here? Alright. Alright, okay, there we go. Right, okay, so now let's talk you through the strategy of my pack opening. Okay. Right, so the idea is, you see we've got this from the little mini quest which we had, the quest line, or whatever you want to call it, from about 2 weeks ago, where we actually got a rogue priest and paladin pack. Now we've got 40 of these packs, and we've also got 21 classic packs. We've been saving these up from the tavern brawls. The idea is that now these will not contain the Forge from Barons and all the United Stormwind and whatever the other one was. Those 3 expansions from 2 years ago now. They'll only contain one of 4 expansions, Festival of Legends, and the other 3 expansions from last year. So we've got 1 in 4 chance for each card to be actually a useful card. Now, I don't think these are duplicate protected, so if we open all these first, we could end up with just a whole load of rubbish cards, and we wouldn't have made use of the duplicate protection which the current Festival of Legends packs have. So if we do it in the other order, we open these first and we get completely random cards. Hopefully we'll get some from this expansion. Then that will factor in when we're opening these packs, that we won't get duplicates of anything we would have opened with these ones, but it won't work the other way around. I hope you understood that. So let's start off opening the actual other packs first. Okay. 10 minutes. Okay, let's get on with it. Let's open the rogue pack first. Okay, there you go. Look at that. All all new cards. Wow, maybe that's what they made it happen. Discover a copy of a card your opponent played this game. That sounds decent for a burgle deck. We don't have the 5-mana spell which repeats 5 burgled cards, but I think Test Grayman's good enough for a thief or burgle rogue deck at the moment. Yeah, 4 combo that goes with the combo deck for rogue. This goes face as well, as I found out in this week's Tavern Brawl. Give your weapon 2 attack. That can work well if you use the minion which we just picked up, which gives your opponent an instrument case and you get yourself a weapon, I think, and then you could buff up the weapon and more combo cards. Right, so all those cards are from the current expansion. Nice. Let's see if the priest does the same thing. So this is the pop music class. Hero power costs 0. That's interesting. So instead of having a tool guide in your deck, you could just put this in. It does a double tool guide. Okay. So 2 tool guides for the price of 1. Okay, it gives a minion -5/5. That's a new way to destroy a minion. And it can even destroy 4 attack minions, which is really nice. Which priest doesn't have usually. Distort. Wow. So clever. They're quite clever with the concept of the card and its effect. It really makes a lot of sense. Restore 3 health to all friendly characters. Right, that with the new overheal mechanic, that could be very powerful. I'm not sure what this is though. Oh, this is a location fan club. Right, yeah, of course, pop music. They've got their fan clubs, of course. Right, and what we've got here, we've got power called Synchronize. Choose a minion, add a copy to your hand, and finale, give it 1, 2. Okay, so you can actually, this looks like you can copy your opponent's minion. So this is a bit like the Shaman card. We could freeze any minion that you get a copy, but here you've got an extra buff as well. Yeah, nice looking card. And let's open the Paladin cards. You get lucky with a legendary. Never happens. Okay, and this is the Boogie Down. This is sort of like disco. Yeah, this is a disco one. Okay, give it random, a friendly minion, 1/1. Play minions while equipped improve. Wow. So this, if you get this very big, 1 minute. If you play like 30 minions, does this give a random minion, friendly minion, 30/30, which means you could just go face and kill him? That's interesting. That's got potential if you've got a very swarmy deck like a Murloc deck, like we got here. But your minions with Divine Shield have 2 attack. Oh, looks like we've got a swarm deck with Paladin now. Boogie Down, summon 2/1, cost minions from your deck. Give them taunt. I'm not sure what the give them taunt is useful for. I'm assuming you wanted to use this as an aggro deck, so the taunt's kind of a bit, maybe it's a bit disruptive if the person wants to value trade your minions down. He can't do it so easily because of the taunts. Maybe after a friendly. What is that? Okay, after a friendly character loses Divine Shield, draw a card. Okay, that's interesting. So we've got some Divine Shield synergy here. Okay, now let's open the classic packs. So we've got Annoying Fan. Choose a minion it can't attack while this is alive. Wow, that is nasty. So if he's got a massive minion on board, and he's a minion-based deck, you put this down, he's got a useless minion board, and if you put taunts, then there's no way of removing it against certain decks. Summon a random 6/5/4 and 3 cost minion. That looks a bit ridiculous, doesn't it? Overload 2. Wow, what an interesting card. Shaman, wow. If you control no other minions, Demon Hunter, draw a spell, minion, and weapon. This is a guitar soloist. This is the solo cards. So I already made a mistake in the last video, playing this with another minion on board, expecting the effect to go off. Okay, so that's a decent. That is a decent card draw actually, but it's got to be solo, so it's got to be sort of more of a spell-based deck. Because if it's a swarm deck, this doesn't make sense at all. Because he's not going to have the effect at all. It's just going to be a 4/3 for 5 mana. Chorus Rift. These rifts don't look very impressive. Draw a minion, give it 2/2, and then finale, play last rift. So wow, it doesn't even replay the rifts just as the card itself. You actually have to make this a finale. That's ridiculous. And give your hero 2 attack. This turn, gain 2 armor. And if it's a finale player, wow, that's really bad. These rifts are terribly designed. Yeah, wow. I don't think I'm going to be regretting saying that. I think that's pretty clear. It's a terrible idea, these rifts. A summoner 1/1 lifesteal. Right, we've seen that in the Tavern Brawl video. If you control no other minions, deal 2 damage. Yeah, what a terrible card. Right, if you're overloaded, maybe in an aggro deck that can ping off like a 2 health minion, put a 4/2 on. But what are you using this in? Are you using this in an aggro deck? An aggro deck, and he's got a minion and you don't have any, that's really not bad. Maybe it's a recovery for an aggro deck, possibly. Nah, I don't like it. Well, you've got to have bad cards in the deck as well, I suppose, in an expansion to balance it. Choose a minion, it has stealth while this is alive. That is really interesting. You could put that on the red herring. So you have to kill this, then the red herring, then you can kill the other ones. Wow. Restore 8 health. Finale summon 3/3 with taunt. I guess decent. It's a lot of healing. If you are overloaded, Shaman, discover a spell from the deck. Naga. That looks like it could be part of a good deck there. Got an epic and a legendary. Jive insect. Oh, very nice. Very, very nice. Wow. Okay. Let's just type that down. Yeah, that's a really good card actually. Yeah, transform a minion into Ragnaros. And if you're playing a totem deck, you just throw this in, and your totem deck, besides its wide board power, it's suddenly got something which is doing 8/8 every turn. Very nice. Could be a good finisher as well. Right, must spend 3 corpses to give a friendly minion reborn. It could be good if there's some good minions with death rattles, I guess. After you gain armor, gain 2 more. And you have to see what support you get for that. That's a quill ball, so it could work with a menagerie deck. Yes, if you've got a weapon equipped and you play that mech pirate, which gives you armor every time you swing your weapon, and this is on the board, then yeah, you get like an extra 2 armor from that. Not amazing, but yes, a good 1/3 for a menagerie deck. It's a decent effect actually, considering the stuff Warrior gets nowadays. Refresh 1 mana crystal. Play combo cards while equipped to improve. Don't quite get how this worked last time I used it in the Tavern Brawl, so I have to look at it again. There's Record Scratcher. 1 minute. This is a rogue deck. Oh, what is rogue? Rogue is jazz, is it? I don't know. Okay. Anyway, power slider, gain 1/1 for each minion type you've played this game. That's not bad. But a bit slow. 3 mana. You're not going to have played that many minion types for that unless you get 2 amalgams and the cool ball. Then you could possibly have on turn 3 an extra 3/3. It's a 4/5 for 3 mana. Okay. We seem to be getting only Festival of Legends cards from these, so we're very happy we saved these packs now. Verse Rift, we've seen that. Take fatigue damage, gain that much attack and health. So every time you take fatigue damage, it ramps up. So that's the clever thing about this mechanic. So there's other cards which give you fatigue damage. So this could actually give you 2/2 or 3/3 or even 4/4, depending on other fatigue-based cards you've played. Summon a minion from a deck with less attack than this minion. My goodness, this looks like a terrible card. A 4/2 with a death rattle, and you're going to have to build your deck around a very, very big card which has 3 attack or less, which I think there's a big Annoyer card which has a death rattle or something, summon lots of other stuff, which might be good, but yeah, this is so slow. Friendly minion attack and health equal to this minion, so if you buff this up, the hand buff, this can, so you can hand buff and then it can return the favour and buff the minion which hand buffed this in the first place. That's nice. Okay. Ooh, wow, what a pack. Right, we've got Golden Epic and Regular Epic. Okay, give any other minion, we've seen this one. Summon a random 5-cost minion from the past. Lovely. I like the idea of this card. It looks like a lot of fun. Not sure if it gets into any competitive decks. Definitely looks fun though. A death rattle based deck, and that could fit in. Choose a minion. We've seen this one. Deal 3 damage to a character. If it kills it, summon a demon from your deck. That's it. There was another card. Was it Doom Pact or something like that? That do 2 damage. It was 5 mana spell. Do 2 damage to a minion, I think, and if it kills it, then summon a random demon. So this is even better because this does extra damage and you can build your deck around very big demons. Nice. Give your weapon 1 durability. Wow. Oh, I see. So we've got a lot of support for weapons. So this could work with the rogue weapon thing because you've got another support card for it now. That looks very interesting, and with rogue warrior as well. Okay, trader will destroy an enemy minion as your finale. So this is just literally, oh, it's tradable. Okay, so that's card draw. But also it's got the potential to just be an 8/8, kill another. I mean, that could be good. Could be good. It looks a bit expensive. You have to see what sort of decks. This is really meta dependent sort of deck. Card, I should say. What am I talking about here? Probably half asleep already. Okay, give your hero 2 attack this turn, gain 4 armor. Harmonic mood, and obviously it's 4 attack and 2 armor if you do the dissonant mood. Choose a minion, add a copy of it to your hand. Right, we've done that. So remember, we might get duplicates with these packs, so that's why we're getting them out of the way before we get the chance to get duplicates. Okay, so we've got 2 of the same here. After you cast a spell, deal 1 damage to the lowest health enemy. Oh, that's a hunter card, right, okay. So you've got a spell hunter thing going on here with the Nagas. A bit like Mage. The Naga spell sort of synergies. Deal 1 damage to all minions. Oh, of course, Warrior gets this. Gain armor while equipped to improve it. Oh, so what's it going to do? Deal 2 damage to all minions, but including your own? Oh, goodness. The whole point of like damaging minions is you get an effect, but you want to minimize it because you don't want to wipe off your board. So it's just a board clear effectively. Yeah, this is a completely defensive one. It could be used in the Rage Warrior, but yeah. It's a bit of a joke, this, compared to some of the other cards other classes are getting. Discover a legendary minion. Nice. That could really work in a Burgle deck as well. Lifesteal. Deal 5 damage to a minion. Cost 3 less if you're overloaded. So if you're overloaded, then, oh, I've only got 3 usable mana this turn. Don't worry. This costs 2 now. That's a very clever card there. I'm not sure about the way that it costs less if you're overloaded. I like that sort of like balance. I'm not sure if the actual card itself is any good. 5 damage to a minion. And heal for 5. I guess in like a control shaman that would work. You've got another heal card. If you've got other heal synergies, it's also very good. Gain 1/1 for each other free bird. You've played this game, so if you get lots of copies of it. Oh, 1 minute. It says charge. So you really want to get lots of copies of this. You can build a whole deck around this card. So if you get lots of copies of this, then you just charge. You can get this up to 7 or 8. 4 mana, 8/8 with charge, possibly. Discover a spell from your opponent's class that isn't in their deck. That's nice. Again, another Burgle synergy card. Very nice. So I think Burgle is going to have a lot of potential. this expansion, despite the fact they lost that very nice 5 mana card, which replaced 5 Burgle cards. We control none of the minions. Summon 2/1/2 amps with spell damage. So this is basically 4. Well, it's a keyboard soloist, but if I'm thinking. So if this is the only minion on the board, this could actually be a very, very powerful buff. Because at the moment, you've got the 5 mana minion. Ether is a legendary, so you only get 1 of them in your deck. And it gives you 2 spell damage, and that's a very good finisher for Burn Mage. So this could get a bit scary, this spell damage Burn Mage package I'm seeing come together now. I think that's going to be very strong. It's going to just, yeah, wow. Okay, at the end of your turn, put a random spell at the top of your opponent's deck. That's really interesting. It's an ongoing card. So if he's out of cards, you can force him to top deck a spell every turn and just hope that spell can get rid of this minion. That's hilarious. That is really interesting. I'd love to play this sort of card in an actual deck, but unfortunately I don't think the decks are going to be too competitive for like sort of meme cards like that. After you play a 1-cost card, draw 2 cards, then increase. It's a decent card. Obviously you can build around it. Looks a bit tricky to play. It costs 3 mana. Then you play a 1 mana card, then 2 mana cards. So I guess you could play a 3 mana card, then a 1, then a 2, then a 3 that costs you 9 mana, and you basically played 4 cards in a turn, and you've drawn a 4-cost card. Okay. Finally, a druid card. Draw a beast or discover one. Okay, interesting. And summon 5 2/2 treants. We had a card like that, which was a twin spell. Or give your minions +2/+4 and taunt. So that might be very powerful, depending on the sort of cheap ways to get out minions suddenly for no mana. Like if you've got a delayed effect, I've seen a card which has a delayed effect, or the weapon, when it's broken, it summons minions. So this could be very, very powerful. Choose a minion. It has 4 attack while this is alive. Wow. Wow, this is so interesting. These fans, the fans are really interesting mechanic. You've got soloists, you've got fans, you've got finales, you've got you've got overheal, got lots of new mechanics in this expansion. Yeah, you've got dissonant and harmonic spells. Very, very interesting. Okay. Let's try getting through them a bit quicker now. Okay, oh here, this is the card I was talking about. Oh, it's actually only an epic as well. Wow. Taunt Divine Shield, summon 3/1/2 max with Taunt and Divine Shield. Do you really want to put that 6 mana card in your deck just to summon this? I mean, it's a lot to get through. A silence and a wide silence would just make this kind of useless. The last card you play costs 1, gain 1/1, so this is an on-curve card. Very good for aggro decks. Copy the highest cost spell in your hand. That's a decent card, especially if you've got some very powerful high cost spells. Breakdowns. Return a friendly minion to your hand and summon a dancer with its stats and rush. Breakdance. What is this for? Oh, I think I think it's hip hop. That's right. I think the rogue is hip hop. Yeah, that's why I got the breakdance. Draw weapon, more weapon synergies. Very interesting. Take fatigue damage, gain that much. We've seen that. Discover 5 cost minions, summon it with 1/1. Or, I guess, a 1 mana minion with 5/5. That's really interesting. And you summon it as well. It's got a decent. I'm guessing you probably want the 5 cost minion with 1/1 and with a death rattle. That's probably what you're looking for with that card. Again, don't know how this is going to play out. They look like a lot of nice meme cards with nice flavorful cards here, but yeah, how playable they are, not convinced. Draw 2 cards that cost 6 or more. For now, they cost 1 less. So if you've got some 7 cost cards, then you draw them, and then they cost 6 for the next turn instead of 7. So that could be a nice curve card. After you cast a spell, add a random fire spell to your hand. Well, that works with a fire spell warrior. Okay. Seems that this is, if someone wants to make a warrior deck based on fire spells, you got more support for it now. Okay, at the end of the set, put a random spell. We've seen that one. Okay, Cosmic Keyboard, that's a mage one, obviously, because it's EDM. Obviously, cast a spell, summon elemental with stats equal to its cost. That's actually not bad. I mean, for 2 mana, you're going to be playing big spells. So you've got to deal with the effects of the spells, like 2, 5, 6 with taunts, which are untargetable. And on top of that, you've got an 8/8. That's actually a pretty strong card, I think. Deal 2 damage to a minion and discover a fell spell with finale. Okay, give a random friendly minion. I already said this could be completely broken, possibly. Just to give a minion on board massive stats is scary. What on earth is this? A 10 mana 5/6? Right, so whenever this attacks, draw beast and gain its stats. So if you've only got big beasts in this deck, then this could draw, let's say, a King Crush, and this will suddenly become a 13/14. Okay, I can hear that, but you're going to have to only have big beasts. A 5/6 sounds like the smallest big beast you want to have in the deck. That makes it a 10/12. 10/12, which is right. I don't know. Hard to assess that one. Could have potential. Okay, whenever your opponent targets another minion with a spell redirected to this, so that's like Spellbinder, just you got the Spellbinder on board. Oh, it's Spellbender. Okay, oh, it's called Spellbender. All right, whatever. Next beast you summon gets 1/1. So you play this in turn 1. That's your finale. Then the next beast you summon will automatically get 1/1. That could we go back to the good old days of Aggro Hunter, which was actually board based. Give a minion 1/1, 3 bananas left. So basically, this is 4 mana, but it's 4 1-mana spells of giving 1/1. Interesting. I can see a lot of potential. They've made the cards very open. They haven't sort of boxed people in. You have to play this card for a certain archetype. Some of these do leave a lot of flexibility, which is what I like for the deck building. Divine Shield, give it chase and minions. Divine Shield, that looks really powerful. Wow. During your minion turn, your hero's immune. Now, as we know that there is a Pain Warlock deck at the moment, where you take a lot of damage. So if you play this first, you can do a lot of those broken stuff without actually getting the downside of receiving the damage to your face. Security, summon 2 or 3 Illadares if it's Outcast. So that's Outcast Demon Hunter, which I think is going to be really good. Draw 2 rush means it costs 1 less. Add a random 1, 2, 3 cost elemental to your hand. Okay. No legendaries here yet. Oh, did we get a legendary? Yeah, we got Jive Insects, yeah. Okay, mic drop, draw 2 cards. Now, this is what I was talking about. Give you a weapon to attack. And he's got a weapon, the one which refreshes your mana crystals. And if you play that card, that cheap card which gives you weapon, extra health and extra charge, so you've got more time to play combo cards to make that weapon very powerful. That you can have a massive combo turn with a massive ghost with a location. Yeah, I can see a Miracle Rogue having some really, really big turns, especially if Draka's still in the set, which I think it is. Yeah. Summon 2 Illadares. Right, if you're overloaded, discover a spell from your deck. It's really interesting. We're only getting cards from this expansion. This is a classic pack. Choose a minion, spread its death rattle to adjacent minions. Wow, that's nice. This is Drum Soloist. If you control no other minions, gain 2/2 and rush. Okay, I mean, if you've got Armadillo or Armadillo, whatever it's called, and buff this up, you can get a lot of. I think I've got a feeling that Warrior is actually a sleeping giant here. No pun intended. I think you get some very massive minions with Warrior, with a lot of the cards they've got. Whether it's buffing stuff in your deck or stuff in your hand. The question is, how can they survive early enough? So if the meta turns out to be a mid-range meta, I think Warrior, with its massive minions, can actually dominate the meta. You heard it here first. We'll see how the meta plays out. Discover a spell. Yes, we've seen that. Right, we've seen this. Next mech. Costs 1 less, so mech magic can be very powerful. Oh, a 10 mana card, and it's a neutral. A 6/12 taunt. Ooh, I don't know how to estimate that. That looks a bit understated. Deal 3 damage to all enemy minions. But it's a beast. Oh, so maybe Hunter could play this actually. Maybe there's a way of cheating this out. If you could cheat this out, then that's a really nice effect. A 6/12 taunt, which then does 3 damage. Interesting. Alright. If you control right, so opera soloist. It'd be nice to see all the soloists all on one page and all the fans on one page. I wonder if there is a page which does that, just to compare them with each other, with the flavour of each class's music genre. So Warlock is probably going to be my favourite because I like classical music. I also like EDM as well. So Mage and Warlock are the two I'm going to like the most in terms of the flavour, I'm guessing. If you control no other minions, deal 3 damage to all enemy minions. Yes, I played that when there was another minion on board in the last video. Yeah, draw a minion, give it 2/2, and play your last riff. I think because they're finales, it messes up the whole riff thing. And if you're playing a riff, you don't want it to be a finale. It doesn't even make sense in the flavour. If you play chorus riff, you want to go straight onto your verse riff or your linking riff, whatever you want to call it. Next beast you summon gets 1/1. We've seen that. So rush with lifesteal if it's finale. An epic here. Oh, Serpent Wig. Well, what a time to get that. So that's from the classic pack. I actually don't have the second Serpent Wig, so I could theoretically now play a Naga Priest. That's interesting. Alright, that's the one card I needed and I didn't craft it because I didn't feel like playing it at the time. But we'll see if it's any good now. At the start of each turn, lose 1 attack or health chosen randomly. That's really powerful. Oh, each turn. That's why I say each turn. So if you play it, then this could go down to 5, and then they play, then it could be a 4/5. It's still very good. Still good. It's a 3 mana 4/5 effectively, or 5/4, or 3/6, or 5/4. Yeah. I think it's a really good card, that. Okay, so that is all the classic cards. So now we're duplicate protected for the rest of our packs. Okay, so let's get on with it. 40 packs. Yeah, some nice music there. That can happen with all of them. Alright. Harmonic Metal. That's a hand buff for Demon Hunter. Yeah. You control Cowbell Soloist, right. Oh, I love that. That music which it plays every time you open a pack. That's really cool. Draw 2 rush minions. No outfit tailor. So our legendary should be coming up soon. Heartthrob. Priest. Priest is pop, I think. Yeah. So it's a Heartthrob. Summon Overheal. Summon a random minion with a cost equal to the amount overhealed. So if you heal this for 4, you summon a random minion with a 4 cost, which is pretty powerful. If you've got some cheap heal cards. Rush, Divine Shield, Taunt, Wind Fury. What on earth is this? What crazy card. That looks really strong. Just by seeing all the names here. Rush, Divine Shield. That's good. That's decent for 4 and a 3/3. It's also got Taunt and Wind Fury. Wow. Okay. Draw 2 cards. Cost 1 less for each attack your hero has. So if you've got 4 attack, this costs nothing. Death Rattle, Jazz Base. Oh, that's a proper base, an old-fashioned one. Your next spell costs 1 less. Oh, so ooh. So if you're only running 1 spell in the deck, which happens to be a 10-cost spell, we won't say any names, and you've got lots of minions, then this is a very good way of getting it out early. I have to see how reliable that is, depending on the type of overload cards. If you've got lots of overload cards which are spells, I guess you use them up first. Right. There's a Rowdy Fan giving an attack to another one. Drum Soloist, yeah, okay. Is this going to be our legendary? Okay, Stereo Totem, I really like this card. We've already got some in the from the rewards track. Death Growl, that's death metal of the... No, I thought it was heavy metal. It was Death Knight. I thought death metal was the Demon Hunter. Spread the death rattle. This is a really good card for Warrior at the moment. It is the Menagerie deck. Give 1/1 to a minion of each type in your hand. So it's a massive hand buff potentially. But it's not... Think about it, compared to the 2/2 2-mana card Grim Street Outfitter or something like that in Paladin, that's actually much better because that buffs everything in your hand, irrespective of the minion type. Okay, well, this is a neutral minion, so I guess it's got a bit more tame. Discover a spell for another, discover another. So that's a neutral card, wow. Okay, Harmonic Hip Hop, deal 1 damage, give your weapon 3 attack. Wow, so we've really got some rogue weapon stuff going on here. You end up with a massive weapon, and if you use that other neutral minion which buffs the health of your weapon, then you can have some nasty weapons with rogue. Okay. That's that. Break it for a random weapon. Maybe break it for a random weapon doesn't equip it for you. Maybe it puts it in your hand. It's not so good. Because to equip that weapon would be absolutely crazy. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. 3 mana and you've got 3 attack on board to start off with. So you just play this, you kill it, and suddenly you actually equip an expensive weapon. That doesn't make sense. Yeah, it must be that this gives you the weapon in your hand. Arrowsmith, after you cast a spell. Yeah, we've seen that in this hunter aggro sort of thing. Lowest health enemy, that could be aggro control, which are very, very dangerous types of decks. They're one of the most aggressive decks in the game. They beat aggro because they're even more powerful than aggro. Because they swarm on board and they control the opponent's board at the same time. Let's just do the space bar a bit here. Nothing new. See, now we're getting all our duplicates, ironically. I think we've got all the basic cards, the common cards. Right, so we should be getting our legendary in the next 2 packs. Discover a copy of another spell you've cast this game. That could be very powerful with the new Light Show spell, I think, which ramps up every time you play it. Got a lot of those totems already. Oh my goodness, I think this is one of the big cards in this set. Cage Head. Wow, let's have a look at it. Okay. Right, so Death Rattle, summon a 9/9 Blight Ball with Charge and Taunt. So when this dies, I get a 9/9. So this is an 8 mana 9/9 Taunt. But if I kill off my own minion, somehow that's effectively 9 damage to the opponent. And also, if I spend 3 corpses for the location, I give it a reborn, and this happens twice. That is very good. Wow. Okay, I can see that being very powerful. But it's too unholy, so it'll have to be in an unholy deck. Okay. Festival security. I love that. The flavor's so good. Instrument tech. The hipster. Yeah, so like, yeah, I'll hear what you're doing, you know. Okay, fine. After any minion takes exactly 1 damage, destroy it. Well, that's going to be an Astalor combo piece. It just wipes out a board with Astalor here. At the end of your turn, we've seen that. Take fatigue damage. This is one of the fatigue crescendo. Very good. They got the concept right there, because crescendo, you're getting more fatigue damage the more of these you play. Deal that much damage to all enemies, including the opponent's face. Beatboxer, okay. Beatboxer for Rogue, which is the hip hop. Right, that makes sense with the beatboxer. Paparazzi, discover a legendary minion. I should really look at the names of these cards. They actually make a lot of sense. Frequency Oscillator, the next make you play costs 1 less. We've seen that before. Okay. It does a different tune every time you open a pack. Glaivatar. Draw 1 card. Outcast cards make it draw 2, 3, 4, etc. Okay. First riff. So this air guitarist, I think this is a secret, super powerful card here, actually. I think to give a weapon durability is very rare, and especially if you're getting massive attack weapons with Rogue at the moment, that 1 durability is effectively 1 mana to another 8 damage or something. Especially get 2 of these. Okay. Discover 2 demons, give them 1, 2. That's nice. I like discover cards where it's not something in your deck, so you can get completely unusual demons which you would not necessarily get put in your deck originally, and you can adapt, sort of thing. Yeah, we've got all these. So I think we've got all the rares and commons now. Yeah. So we're only going to stop for epics now. Okay. Okay, after your hero gains health, this is a single blood. Summon a soul with that much attack and health. That could be a really powerful card if you set it up right. Get some very big stat dumps. This is a nice card as well. Gain 1/1 for each other combo card you played this game. So if you're playing lots of combo cards, this could be a 3 mana, 8/8 or something, or 8/10 by turn 5 or something like that, turn 6. Let's see if we get another legendary. We should get at least one more legendary, I'm assuming. Groovy Cat. Finally a druid card again. I'm not finding the druid cards, am I? Death, Battle Cry and Death Rattle. Your hero power gives your hero 1 more attack this game. Wow, what a good card. So that's obviously based around buffing your hero power. So I think there's a big payoff card for that. Jungle Jammer. That looks like a hunter card. Okay. Summon a random 1-cost beast. Right, so if you cast spells, then it can easily get very high. You can cast a King Crush, or maybe that 10-cost beast. You could just summon it. We could summon the Elec. Shoot 2 beams at enemies that deal 2 damage. Shoot 1 more for each light show you've cast this game. So 2 beams that deal 2 damage each. So if you've done about 3 or 4 light shows, it's going to shoot 4 2 damage or 6 2 damage. So that's 12 damage. And if you've got that card which gives you the Soloist, which gives you 2 spell damage, that's 6 4 damage. That's 24 damage. That's massive. Yeah, you definitely got a whole archetype based around this card, no question. And the amp card, the Soloist. Chill vibes. We've seen that one, right? 3 damage. Summon a demon from the deck. Discover 2 demons. Seen that. Wonder what the hunter music is meant to be. Seems like sort of like a traditional type of music or something like that. Whenever your hero would take damage on your turn, restore 2 health instead. That's pretty powerful, especially with the fatigue cards. I got a feeling that jazz bass of Shaman was designed only from the other side spell, just to make that 10-cost spell a bit cheaper. Yeah. Rewind, yeah, done that. So that's what you pair together with Light Show. got a lot of these stereo totems. Aha, volume up, draw 3 spells, discover a copy of one. So that's another way of getting an extra copy of a light show. Wow. Some of the highest cost beasts from your hand, it goes dormant for 2 turns. So that's not bad. It's a bit annoying the fact you have to wait 2 turns. But, you know, by turn 7, you'll have potentially a 10 cost beast on the board. And then you can play all your mana on turn 7 as well as that. So it's got potential there. That's how dormant minions work, so... Okay, 1/1 for each minion that died this turn. Well, okay, that's clearly a Demon Hunter card, which is aiming to kill lots of minions off each turn. Okay. Sort of the swarm style. There's your big dormant cards for 5 mana. Okay. Cost health instead of mana this turn. Okay. Pretty good. Summon a barrel of monkeys ready. Got one of these already. Summon a 1/4 monkey with taunt. 3 monkeys left. So what are you doing with this? It's 2 mana, 2 mana, 2 mana, 2 mana. Okay, that's good for a swarm or an infused deck, I guess. Especially with the bananas. It can give you things to do with your spare mana, just buff up your board a bit better. Oh, look at that. Wow, that's really good. Look at that. The animation there, very nice. Got another light show. And of course you can replay the light show with the new, well, legendary from last expansion, which replays all spells which didn't start in your deck. It'd be a bit of a shame if I don't get any more legendaries. On average I should have got another legendary now. Anyway, never mind. Okay. Harmonic Pot, deal 3 damage to all minions, including your own. Then summon a 6/6 pop star or deal 6 to all minions, which is a complete board clear, and then summon a 3/3. Last one, here we go. Yep. Okay, and that's it. Okay, thanks so much everyone. So we've got, in total, we got 2 legendaries and only 1 from our 40 packs. Oh no, we got 3 legendaries, 1 from the rewards track, 1 from the classic packs, and 1 from that's Cagehead, that's right. We got it from the actual expansion packs. Okay, thanks for watching everyone. Not an amazing pack opening. We got the 3 legendaries we did get were very, very good though, so got to be pleased with that. Alright, thanks for watching everyone, and we'll see you in the next video. Enjoy the new expansion. Bye for now.